Welcome back everyone to my Manchester United career on FM19. Welcome to this summer transfer special. Pogba apparently being watched by Barcelona. They are stepping up their chase. They are looking to secure his signature. Will he make the move to Spain? I hope not. I want to keep hold of him as long as possible. Keep him in this team. Maybe even try and build the team around him. Now the Premier League transfer window is open. And there are a lot of rumours, speculation about Isco making a move from Real Madrid to Manchester United with a potential of it reaching £91 million. Wow, who is this though? Geronimo Piccinelli at the age of 18. Who's interested? Well, all the top six in the Premier League and PSG. We'll keep an eye on him for now, I think. Continue to scout. So Phil Jones wants out at United, and I think he's about to get his move to Everton for a fee of £8 million. So the first player to put pen to paper for Manchester United this summer is Sean Longstaff of Newcastle United. He's signed for £19 million. And he's a player that's been linked heavily with a move to United in real life, and I felt as though we needed to pull the trigger on him. We needed to strengthen our central midfield slightly. Whether he gets much game time this coming season, I'm not sure, but I'm liking that work rate. At the age of 21, it's up to 15 already. He's got everything about him to slot right into this team's decision making. Could be a bit better at 21, but there's still plenty of room for improvement. His technique and off the ball and teamwork is all looking good, and his potential's really good too. I felt this was a must. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, our biggest deal so far of the window. 58 million, bit pricey, but I felt as though we had to do it. He's signed for United in real life, and just look at those attributes. I know his potential is saying up to about 3 stars. But I feel as though we can get a lot out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Look at that acceleration, that pace and stamina. But it's mainly the technical side of things that's won me round. Again, another player that signed for Manchester United in real life, Daniel James from Swansea. We haven't spent as much as United have on him in real life. We've managed to capture him for just £8 million, which I think is a bit of a bargain. Again, another young player that's going to have lots of fire in his belly, his drive to get into the first team, his pace. He is rapid, and I think he's going to be healthy for competition for those wide positions with the likes of Lingard and Anthony Martial. Oh yes, I can't help but get excited for the potential of Bruno Fernandes signing for United in real life, but he's signed for United in this save now for what I think is quite a bargain, 32 mil. It needed to be done, and because I plan to change our formation to the 4-2-3-1 next season, I think he's going to fit in just perfectly. Look at those mental attributes. Look at his pros as well. He's a leading player for most Premier League sides. He's a spirited individual. He's a natural in a couple of positions, so he can drop a bit deeper as well as play forwards. And I'm just looking forward to seeing him link up with the likes of Paul Pogba. He's going to play to the strengths of Pogba. Well, they're going to play off one another. It's going to be great to see, I'm sure, whether it's Fernandes sitting in front or sitting behind Pogba. It's going to be brilliant, I'm sure. And I'm mainly looking forward to those long-range efforts from Bruno Fernandes this coming season. So, 4 deals across the line before pre-season gets underway. Can't argue with that. The business we've done and how quick we've gone about it as well. And don't forget, youth isn't going to be affected. Well, with Phil Jones leaving, I felt as though we needed to strengthen a bit more. I've been pursuing Harry Maguire all of last season and throughout this summer, and it just doesn't seem to be happening. Apparently, because he doesn't support United, he doesn't want to join. He has no interest, and he wants to stay at Leicester. If he was open to a move, I would have brought him in, but it's not happening now. So I've turned to Nico Elvedi of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Cheaper, yes. I mean, Maguire probably would have cost us 50 plus mil in this save, but Elvedi, he's certainly no pushover. And again, he's another young player that's going to add a lot to this team, that's got a lot of fire and has a lot to prove. And I know of Elvedi, I'm very confident in his performances. I know what he's going to bring to the table after my time of managing Mönchengladbach numerous times over numerous FMs. So I'm very confident in this signing. He's going to be a success without doubt here at Old Trafford. Just look at those attributes. And our final, it really is our final signing of this summer transfer window. I know it seems as though a lot of business has been done, but it's all been needed as players have left Manchester United. As we know, Phil Jones has gone and he was replaced by Nico Elvedi. Chris Smalling has now gone as well, and I'll show you that in just a moment. He's been replaced by Issa Diop of West Ham, another player that's been linked heavily with a move to United in real life. He signs for Manchester United for 15 mil in this save with the intention of him being backup, and I think he's going to be solid backup as well. I'm going to be rolling with Lindelof and Eric Bailly, who were brilliant last season, as our first pick centre-halves. And of course, there'll be a bit of rotation throughout the season. They're not always going to be starting every single game. I can't wait to get him in to the team though. Now you're probably wondering, well, hold on a second, you just said that Diop was the final sign-in. Well, yes he is, because the deal for Sam Lammers was put together at the start of last season, back in the summer, before the season even got underway, and he stayed out on loan. But now he's here, he's a Manchester United player. Whether he'll be able to break out into the first team with the competition of Marcus Rashford and Romelu Lukaku, who I managed to get the best out of last season, will he be able to continue his form this year? If not, I'm sure Sam Lammers is going to be there, breathing down his neck and vying for a place in the first team. It's all about creating competition, healthy competition amongst the players, and each player wanting to do their best, looking to work hard, looking to play for this badge. And I think Sam Lammers fits that model. I think he's going to get his head down, roll up those sleeves and get cracking here at Old Trafford. It's going to be interesting as always. So here is the rundown of all of our business. We've spent a total of 154 million. We can afford it, don't worry. So Sean Longstaff, Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, James, Lammers, Elvedi and Issa Diop. Our biggest signing, of course, Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace, who have recently been relegated. We've funded pretty much their promotion to the Premier League for next season. I suppose, though, it's up to them what they spend that money on. But our outs look like this. Phil Jones eventually moved to Chelsea. He didn't want to go to Everton as a better deal was on the cards. Dean Henderson is on loan to Crystal Palace. With De Gea and Ramiro at the club, I felt it would be harsh on Dean Henderson just to leave him sidelined. I didn't really see an opening for him. Marouane Fellaini has returned to Everton. He is on loan for the season. I was hoping for a permanent transfer, and there's not going to be a buy-on clause either in that loan, so we're going to have to try and move him on at the end of this season. Unfortunately, you can see transfer listed at 6 mil, and no one wants him, even though his value is at 23 mil. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson has permanently moved to Bristol City. James Wilson's gone out on loan. Valencia wanted the move and he's gone to FC Porto. It's a new challenge for him as he comes to the end of his career. He moved for 4.5 mil. Chris Smalling, quite a strange one this, as Ajax like to put a lot of focus on their youth development. He's signed for Ajax for 12.5 million. Whether he gets much game time, I'm not sure, but you can see why I wanted to bring in Elvedi and Diop. We needed to strengthen that position as we would have been down on our numbers before the season starts. And Dimitri Mitchell has moved on loan to Aberdeen. Here is Goals Premier League review. Manchester United Premier League champions. They will certainly look back at some great wins along the way, with perhaps the most notable including a comprehensive 4-0 triumph against Man City. It was a memorable derby, that one. And 3-2 triumph against Chelsea, their convincing 5-0 victory over Fulham, and a comfortable 5-0 humbling of Cardiff. Romelu Lukaku led the way to glory for the Premier League champions, notching up 29 goals en route to the crown. Top assist, Kieran Trippier. It's Palace, Fulham and Cardiff that go down to the Championship. The biggest overachievers was Brighton after they finished in the top half of the table. The biggest underachievers, of course, Man City, who finished 6th. They are now managerless. They're looking for a new guy to take the hot seat at the Etihad. It'll be interesting to see who they bring in and how well they'll be able to perform straight off the bat. So, looking at the league table, it's been reset. We are ready to go, pretty much. And we've got the new teams in as well, who were promoted from the Championship. Sheffield United, Millwall and Aston Villa. Very close to real life, actually, apart from Millwall. So here we go then, some breaking news, some big news that Arsenal have just appointed Pep Guardiola as their new manager. Guardiola underperformed as City boss last season as they finished 6th. He's now in charge of Arsenal, who just finished above City. It's because Unai Emery has taken up the vacant role as the Barcelona manager. It's quite an interesting one, that. Emery at Barcelona. He's former Sevilla manager as well. So he's back in La Liga for next season. And you can see that Rafael Benitez has taken over Pep Guardiola's former post as being the Man City boss. So Newcastle have replaced him with Cardozo. A lot going on in the window. Beasler has moved to Burnley, taking over from Sean Dyche's role. So a lot happening, really. You can see that Jones, there's a headline, only really just put pen to paper there at Stamford Bridge. I can't ever imagine seeing Phil Jones at Chelsea, but he decided that he was going to move to Chelsea instead of Everton. Whether he'll get game time, because they've just brought in Jose Jimenez from Atletico Madrid for 49 million. Whether he'll get any chance at Chelsea, I don't know. I mean, they have Rudiger, they have David Luiz, Christensen, Jimenez, I've already mentioned, Azpilicueta, who can play there. He's got a lot of competition. Kurt Zouma, a lot of competition for Phil Jones. We'll have to keep an eye. Let's see if he does get any chance in the first team. We've got some youth players promoted to the under-23s. We've got a board request meeting to discuss the club improvements as they want to expand an available wage budget for the director of football position. So attend the meeting. There's Avram Glazer. I think that's a great idea. As long as we can get more money out of them, I'm more than happy, I think. Let's do it. Although I don't tend to use the DOF that much on FM. Oh, here we go. So Premier League fixtures have been released on the opening day. Oh, that's a big game. Opening day, we're away to Arsenal at the Emirates. That is going to be a massive game against Pep Guardiola's new team as well. Advantage for them straight away. But I feel as though I think we'll pit them to the first 3 points of the season there. Northwest Derby, the first game is at home against Liverpool on the 14th of September. Not long to wait for that, really. Boxing Day, we're at home to Chelsea. Then the reverse game against Liverpool on the 28th of January. And the final day, we're at Stamford Bridge. We could be lifting the trophy there if we win the Premier League this season. We're to receive 80.4 mil. We are going to be playing Southampton in the Community Shield. As we won the Premier League, they won the FA Cup against Blackburn. Should certainly be an interesting curtain raiser to the new season, that one. Season expectations now. Champions League. We were so close to the final. You know what? I think we can reach the final. I think we can do it this season. We've strengthened. We looked really good last season with the team that I had. We've strengthened this year. Why not? Why can't we reach the final? Let's keep pushing for it. The UK has left the European Union. Not going to get into that. And Tom Davis has been removed from my shortlist. I really did think about bringing him in, but I don't know. I feel as though because I signed him on my FIFA career, I don't think it would go down too well here in this save. But there we go. There's our fixtures. It's all been announced. Champions League group stage still unknown, as that'll be drawn probably the second or third week into the new season. I just want to note as well, David De Gea's situation. I have had to promise him that we'll lift the Champions League this season, so we've really got to go for it to keep him at the club, because he had a massive offer coming from PSG. As you can see, he's disappointed not to be able to join them. And I asked him what's it going to take to keep you here? And he wants to win the Champions League. So can we do it this season? It's a bit of pressure for me there, but you know what? I think we can make the final at least. I mean, he's spent many seasons at United. Look at that. It's unbelievable where the time's gone, really. And it's mad to think that he's never won the Champions League for us. So we're going to have to pull our finger out and win that Champions League trophy. Not just for De Gea, but for the club as well. It's been a while. If you look at the past winners, but there you go, you can see. Hopefully we don't lose him to PSG. If you remember, Isco was heavily linked with a move to United when the transfer window opened. He's now moved to Liverpool for 89 million. They are splashing the cash in this window, Liverpool. They bought him for 89 million. Mane goes in the opposite direction. He has joined Real Madrid for 68 million. Wilfried Zaha has left Crystal Palace for 60 mil. He joins Man City and Rafael Benitez there. Elsewhere, you've got Milinkovic-Savic moving to Real Madrid for 60 mil. They've been busy, Real Madrid, in the window. Torreira moving from Arsenal to PSG for 52. Draxler to Barcelona. So there we go. There's only 5 days to go of this transfer window. There's going to be no more business from Manchester United. That's going to be it for this summer transfer special. The next episode, we will start off things with going through pre-season and how well we've gotten on. And then we'll finish things up with the Community Shield final at Wembley against Southampton. And then the episode after that, obviously, we'll be kicking off the brand new Premier League season. I can't wait, and I hope to see you guys there. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching.